everybody. I got so busy reading the chat, I forgot to start my streaming, so I apologize for being a couple minutes late. You guys are funny. You guys enter the room before I do, and I started reading the comments, so I appreciate you all being here. I see Crystal is here. Hello. Hi, Suzanne. Don is here. Let's see, Jim. Hello. Yeah, so we got a good forum, right? So I guess we can get going. I wasn't sure if I was going to do a live today. Today, of course, is Father's Day, so I hope you guys are all having a nice Sunday with your loved ones. And for those of you that don't have your fathers around anymore, it's nice to have a special day to think about them. So thinking about you all as well. So I wasn't sure what I was going to do today. I just ended up scheduling the stream last minute, and I'm reading the notes. Hi, Gloria. And so last minute I scheduled the stream to go ahead and play a little bit, because I got my new Tim Holtz goodies, so I wanted to share them with you, and then I thought maybe we could play with them a little bit. Again, I have no plan today, so we'll play for a little bit, see what we can get going here. And the Prescott Antique Show was here this weekend. Of course I went. We went, and I was in line a half hour early, which was nice because I always like to be one of the first ones in the door. And they had a lot of cool stuff. Some of the stuff was completely overpriced. But it was always fun to look at some of the antiques and the vintage ephemera and whatnot. And I did pick up some things. I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram, but I shared with you this really cool vintage phone that we got. And it weighed a ton because it had all of the guts in there. I mean, it's one of those there where you put the phone up to your ear, and the mouthpiece is on the wooden thing, and you have to, like, you know, turn the handle and say, "Hello, operator, I would like, you know, number 257, please." It's really cool. So we're gonna clean it up. It was actually in pretty good shape, surprisingly. We're gonna clean up, or I should say, my husband, he's gonna clean it up. And it's going to be in our family room, which is where we have a lot of our antiques. One of these days I should give you guys a tour of my family room, or even just some of my antiques in general in the house, because we have a few. You guys know that I'm a vintage lover, right? I mean, if you haven't figured that out by now, then you haven't been listening. So maybe one of these days I'll give you a tour of some of my antiques, because we have some really cool ones. Yeah, so let me go ahead and share with you a couple of things that I got. A couple of them I'm kind of excited about. And we will see what we can get going today. So let me go ahead and transition down, and we'll get going. Okay, so let's see if I can zoom this down a bit. All right, so Don, you said you had an old phone like that, and you hooked it up to the working phone line. Yeah, my husband said, do we want to hook it up? Because I have an old black rotary phone that you dial, and it weighs a ton. And in our early years, when we had a landline, that was one of our main phones. But we don't have a landline anymore, and I'm... probably not a lot of people do anymore, right? So it won't be hooked up to a landline. My husband joked and said, why don't we put the cell phone in it? But it'll be mostly for display. And but yeah, it was really cool. Like I said, it weighed a ton because it had all of the guts inside. So that was a true find. And it didn't cost us an arm and a leg either, which was nice. So yeah, let's go ahead. I want to share with you a couple of the things that I found this weekend, because I always like to share with you my vintage finds. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with these. I scored on them. I mean, these are all old old clock keys, and I plan on using some of my, what do I plan on using? Some of my foundry waxes to vintage these up. So I'm going to play a little bit with these and see what I can get going with these, because these are pretty awesome, but they're not grunged up enough for me. I want to be able to create rust and do a few things with them. But yeah, this was a score for me. I was really happy to find them, and as you can see, I have several. So I did put these in my shop at Taylormadecards4u.com. So if any of you guys are interested in getting some of these, because I have way too many, you can pick up some of these in my shop. But I'm going to keep, of course, a few for myself as well. But yeah, so I found these, and it was a whole bag. It was score. I was really happy with my find. But yeah, whole bag of these. And then I found these. You guys might be familiar with these. These are the nibs that go on the pens. I got the box too, which is what I love. And I've got the smaller ones and the bigger ones, and I scored on this. As you can see, the box is pretty full. So not only do I love the box, but I love what's inside as well. And I'm going to, I'm reading the notes, and I think I put these in the shop as well because I have so many. I'm going to sell this whole little box here with the box and everything. And I have it on Instagram. I had an Instagram sale this weekend. But this whole thing is going to be sold. And then I'm also going to sell the nibs individually as well. And again, these are great because you can add them to your mixed media projects and whatnot. So I was excited about that find. And so Crystal, you're saying that you used my barbershop set to make your husband's card and your journal for Father's Day. That's cool. Yeah, I actually have some of my barbershop stuff right here on my desk because I sold a couple of sets in my shop, so I was putting my order together. But yeah, it's a great set. I love it. It's pretty fun. And then what else did I find? I found a whole bunch of vintage stuff, but I'm just sharing with you a couple things. So this I found at the antique show this weekend in Prescott. And I'm going to actually scan it and turn it into ephemera, but it's pretty cool. It's a sailing schedule for a steamship line, right, which is boats, of course. And I've been thinking about creating like a steamship or a steamliner kit. So when I saw this, I thought it would be a great piece of ephemera. And the date goes back to 1934, so I don't know if you can see that, but whenever I find old schedules like this, I get a little excited, and it's in great shape. But you open it up, and it has all of the schedules, yeah, it's just kind of cool. Let me just open it up here. So yeah, so it's a big piece, but I'm probably going to scan some of the schedule here for the routes. And then, of course, I'll scan the front and the back. But I'm excited because what I'm going to make today, what I think I'm going to make, I'm going to have to scan this and use some of my ephemera. So we'll put that back in its nice little package. But that was one of the things I found at the antique show as well. And then what else? I think that's all I have on my desk. The other items kind of are put away. I found some great tins. I found some, of course, the phone we found, just all sorts of fun stuff. Yeah, it was fun. I always love going to those shows. So let me share with you some of my Tim Holtz stuff, and we can ooh and ah about it, right? So let's see. All right, so here's my Tim Holtz stuff that I got. So of course I told you I was gonna get the etc. Sheet, and it's all new. I haven't even played with it yet. I got it earlier in the week, and I was just so busy with my job. I haven't even had a chance to play with it, so we'll see if we can break this out today. And then I guess I probably shouldn't show my address, right? The Christmas Noel Flare, these are on sale, so I went ahead and I just got them because you know, you always can use Christmas ideology. So I picked these up, and I haven't even opened up my little freebie yet here. And then of course I got some of these stencils. I got all three of these. I usually don't get stencils, but I think these look really fun for for doing the background. So I ended up getting these to add to my collection. And then my bubble stamps. So this one is oversized, of course, and it comes with a, let's see if we can pull this out. It comes with a glass here. Hey Cordelia, and it's because it's so oversized, Tim went ahead and offered this up. So you know, when you use this one, you can put it right on the base here, so it'll work nicely. So yeah, so that was kind of a bonus to get that as well. So those were the two stamp sets that I got. I didn't go crazy. I tend not to buy everything like I used to, because now I buy vintage stuff, so I have to kind of choose where I'm spending my money. So yeah, so those were the Tim Holtz items that I got. And then I bought this. This looked kind of fun. So this is from Finnabar, and you guys know that I like my rub-ons. I usually get my rub-ons from Tim Holtz. But I got some of those pink and green ones that I shared with you before. I'm not sure where they're at. Let's see. So yeah, here they are. So if you remember, I got these from 49 and Market, and these were rub-ons as well that we've played with. I got to come back to these because these were pretty fun to play with. And hold on a second. It's trying to get away. But then I found, when I was shopping for my Tim Holtz items, I found these, and they were rub-ons, and I always love to play with rub-ons. So let's take a look at these. Oh, that's new. So this is the stick, I guess. I usually use my rub-on tool here, and I keep it right with my remnant rubs. But that's new. And then these are all different rub-ons you can use. So these are a little bit bigger than I'm used to, but I liked the topic with the steampunk and the photograph, and of course the old people. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these yet, but I added those to my stash as well. So Cordelia, you have the 49 and Market rub-ons. Yeah, I love working with rub-ons. They're a lot of fun. Oh, and then I think I shared this on Craft Roulette that I got my one lights from Pear Blossom. And let's see if I can find the card. And then I shared this on Instagram, that it's the little light that lights up. So I plan on making some more Christmas cards, and these will probably go in my shop. But yeah, of course I had to jump on the craze for these little lights. And I got these little stamps here. They're upside down. But these are the little stamps that, you know, have all of the instructions of what you need to do. So, you know, spin, pull, tear, push, rip, all of your interactive prompts. So I see interactive cards in my future. So yeah, so that was kind of what I spent some of my money on. Not too much, right? I mean, I think it was not too bad. So put these away. These I'm going to use selectively because they're not necessarily cheap, but they're sure fun. But that's what I got. So of course I thought we'd play with this one here because I'm dying to play with it. So let's see what we can get going. So with this stamp set, I don't know if you guys saw Tim's live where he stamped the full background, which was of course clever. I thought before I start pulling this out, maybe we can go ahead and do that as well, and see if we can do it. I know he had a hack using his platform, but we're going to do it the old-fashioned way and see what we can come up with. So let's see here. So I thought just for fun, and maybe I'll do it this way. So just for fun, maybe I'd go ahead and stamp the full background and see how successful I am at doing that. So yeah, let's give it a try. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and use my Black Soot Archival ink. Crystal, did I order the new blue? No, I have not. And I'll tell you why. I have too many stinking stamps as it is. I think it's great that he's coming out with all these variations, but my pocketbook and my space in my craft room doesn't work with all of his stamps that he comes out. So I have the basic colors. I know that they are different, right? I mean, and he shows you the comparison, but I mean, truly, if I need to make a sailor background, I just use one of my other blues. If I find down the line, and this happens, you know, occasionally, that, you know, I'll be making something or I'll order something and I'll throw in one of the new inks. But I used to be on the bandwagon and buy all of his new inks, and I just don't do it anymore. I'm pretty selective. So no, that was the long answer, Crystal. I did not buy the new blue. It's not to say I won't buy it in the future. I just didn't buy it now. Alright, so not sure how well this is gonna stamp. We're gonna give it a try though. But you know what? Perfection is overrated in my book, so I don't need to be perfect. Alright. Okay, let's see what we can get going on here. I think that's pretty good. More yellows and oranges, huh? Yeah. And it's a pretty color. Alright, so let's see what we can get going here. Try not to smush. Alright. And then I'm just going to do this the old-fashioned way. Without hopefully moving it, right? Alright. So I'm just pushing this down, see what kind of image we'll get. Everyone's saying hi, Elizabeth. Did Elizabeth join us? Hey, Elizabeth, I see you there. Yes. Oh, so you were the one that said that you were sad that it was a blue. Okay, I didn't even see who said that. Yeah, I mean, I have, of course, the original set and a lot of the other colors he added. You know, I have that flamingo one, the pink one. But yeah, I don't necessarily run out and buy new ink pads when he releases new colors. And I tend to use the what do you call it? The gray ones. I'm losing my mind here. Yeah, the oxides. I tend to use the oxides more than I use the distress inks, but I have them. All right. So let's see. Do you think we put enough pressure down? Probably not, right? Yeah, Gloria, perfection is overrated. I mean, unless, you know, I mean, my style is grungy, so I don't need to be perfect, and that's one of the reasons why I like my style, is if it's a little grungy or if it's messed up, I'm good with that. Ooh, that came out pretty good, I think, surprisingly. I know that he had that special hack, but I can use this as a background now. I'm going to find, once I probably start pulling these out, it may not stamp as perfect anymore. So I definitely wanted to give it a try. I probably won't do too many with the background because I tend to use these individually, but I certainly wanted to give it a try. All right, so let's see. So this is what I thought we would do today. Because this has like luggage and what else did I see? I saw baggage check room. I thought maybe we could play with an old die set of mine that I haven't played with in a while. You guys probably remember this. This is the luggage, and it's one of those big dies. It's one of those big mamas. And I have a few of these. I really like these. But I thought maybe we could play with these. I have a couple of tags here. And then when I scan this and turn it into ephemera, I'll probably make it smaller. I thought maybe I can use this as a background and come up with some sort of a steam liner. But yeah, so we may not make anything right here live. I might finish it off camera depending on the direction I go, but I thought we could get started with this. So I went ahead and let's put this aside. I cut out some paper for my luggage, and these little bits here for the hardware, oh boy, I went through several several of my Big Shot with the brown paper because I'm like, all right, this is kind of a pain in the butt. And as you can see, the hardware is here on the side here, and then this is part of the luggage. So when you cut the brown, of course you get extra pieces, but maybe I can use them. I don't know, I'll figure it out, but I just kept everything. So yeah, this is a big one. So you turn into Tim Holtz dollhouse. Whoa, well that would be interesting. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put together my luggage here, and it's nice that we have this really cute little picture here to lead us through, right? And then when I cut these, I just cut the whole panel, so I got 3 of each color. And typically what I'll do is I'll just save them and use them for a different day. So let's see. So there's the big. So I think it looks like it goes big and small, and then they just grunge it up. I haven't played with the set in a while, so we may have to remember how to play with this. Okay, so it looks like, let's see, are these all different sizes? Oh yeah, you know what? Each piece is going to be different. Duh, Monica. Okay, so of course I have to figure out which top goes with which one. Oh boy. Okay, so I think that goes with that one. I can kind of tell by the way that they line up. Yeah, it looks like that one goes with that one. And this one, and maybe what we'll do is we'll grunge them all up, and that one goes, so that way we can remember for next time. All right, and then I've got my walnut stain here. So let's go ahead and grunge these up a bit. And I know whenever I put together dies like this, my hands tend to get inky. So I tend to put these pieces together all at the same time. And then I, go wash up, and then I pull out my white cardstock. So, and I don't mind them being, let's see here. Actually, go this way. I don't mind them being grungy, of course, because that's kind of what I'm going for. So you don't use your still wool dies? I love mine. I've got lots of them. I think I told you the story, the one with the one that looks like a Viewmaster. God, of course, they don't always stay. They get retired, is what I'm trying to say. So if you want one, you got to get it, because I didn't buy initially. I did not buy the one that looks like I think it's called Reels, the one that looked like a Viewmaster, and then I wanted it, and then of course everybody and their mother on eBay were selling it for a fortune, and I'm not gonna spend $80 on a die. I'm sorry, I just won't. But I finally found it. Someone had two for some reason and gave it to me for a reasonable price. But I love them. So if there's ever an inkling that I might want it, I get it, because they don't stay they get retired after a while, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, me too, Robin. But they're expensive, and honestly, not a lot of people use them. I find I don't know why. I think they're great, especially when you're working with thicker paper. But it's not everybody's jam, so I get it. We may not even get to this set, right? Putting these suitcases together. But we'll do as much as we can, and then if I have to finish it, and I'll post it on Instagram. So if you guys aren't following me on Instagram, be sure to check me out at the symbol at Taylormadecards4u.com, because I always post my projects after the fact, the finished ones, if we're not able to finish together. So and these are the projects that take a long time. I think that's why a lot of Tim's designers don't do videos. Some of them do, a lot of them don't, just because it takes so long to create some of the projects that they create, and they do, that's for sure. So there's two. I'm just going to go ahead and put all my suitcases, at least the base, together, because I think it goes this way, because that way then I won't have to figure out. I mean, it wasn't that bad, I guess, right? But we'll see. Finish up at least the orange ones. And I think I like the paper that has the texture. These that I cut out don't have the texture, but I think I like the paper that has the texture a little bit more for these suitcases. Like I said, I haven't played with this set in forever. And I know I said to myself at the beginning of the year, after this year, if there's items I haven't played with, that I'm going to either donate them or sell them, and I probably won't get rid of my Tim Holtz stuff, though, because number one, it's too much of an investment, and number two, even if I haven't played with it, it's not that I don't like it, it's just probably for lack of time. So, sticking to it. so there's 3 of the suitcases. All right, so yeah, maybe I won't put them all together because that's going to take us just way too much time, right? Okay, so let's at least try to figure out what tops go with what. Okay, so that and that. Okay, and then let's see. I think that goes there, and does that go there? Maybe. Yeah, that one goes with that one, and that one goes with that one. All right, so I'm going to make sure I pick one that I'm not. I think that one is this one here, so we won't redo that one. And this is going to go in the middle, I think. All right, so let's do this one. So did anybody do anything fun today? We went over and saw my father-in-law. I don't know if you guys saw on Instagram the card that I made him. When my husband, I have lots of cards, and when my husband was looking for a card, he's like, do you just have like a normal card? And I'm like, okay, what exactly is a normal card? Because mine tend to be a little artsy. If you guys have seen my cards, a little artsy, so I had to kind of tone down the artsiness for the Father's Day card, and it came out pretty cute, I guess. Did I? Hopefully you guys saw it. Let's see if I can find it. So yeah, that was the Father's Day card that I made. Not my normal style, but it still came out pretty cute, I think. All right. Alright, so there's that one. So that's that one, and then I think that's this one right here. And then let's do the bottom one. So this is the one that has the edge, so I think it's that one right there. And let's see if we can figure this out. No, it's not that one. Is it maybe this one? Nope. Did I cut these too small? I didn't think I did. Maybe it's this one. Oh no, that's Monica. That's that one up on top. Alright. So let's see if we can figure this out. Is it? I think it's that one. Alright. Maybe it's this one right here. Is that maybe it? Yeah, that looks it, right? That looks like it might be it. Alright. All right, so there are my suitcases, and my idea was to kind of put them on this tag here. Let's see if they're gonna fit. Something like that, right? I think they'll fit, right? Maybe off a little bit. We'll see. But yeah, something like that is what I was thinking about. So yeah, so that was my thought. All right, so, and then the little handle goes there. See here. All right, that looks, I think that looks right. Okay, so let's do that next. These are brown, so I may not have to distress them too much. All right, so let's see. How am I going to do this? I have this. Let's see if I can get some ink out of this. It may be gunked up, so sometimes I gotta take a pen and put that through. So let's see if we can do without. All right. All right. Yeah, a lot of people can't get into these Sizzix dies just because they're a lot of work. I mean, we'll probably spend an hour together and we won't even finish the project. But these are the type of crafts, creations that you sit down and you just maybe make the suitcases, right? You don't necessarily plan on making a project. I mean, if you can, that's great. But a lot of times, you know, you spend so much time putting together these little pieces that are going to go in your project that you don't actually get to the project. And that's okay, right? I mean, you don't have to sit down and necessarily finish a card in one sitting. Sometimes it takes a few days. I mean, gosh, you've seen some of the projects that Tim's designers make. You know that they didn't just sit down in one sitting and make those projects. There's just no way. All right. Okay. Let's add a little bit more grunge to this. And then we need the hardware. So I don't know if I cut everything out. Let's see. So these are the straps, right? So these go here. I know I got those. And then we need the little buckles. Should have got my poker out. All right. Let's get this piece out. So this piece is interesting. It doesn't, the whole middle piece doesn't come out. So it's just it just goes through, which is kind of interesting. Let's see. These don't come with instructions. You got to figure them out as you go along. See, my fingers are already getting all grungy. It's all right. So tell me, do you guys like videos like this where we're not necessarily making a card? Sometimes I plan out my lives, and sometimes I just kind of fly by the seat of my pants. When I saw the new stamp set, I immediately thought of the suitcases. So hopefully you guys are cool with just hanging out and putting these suitcases together. So Cordelia has asked us if anyone's done their craft roulette. I did. In fact, I have it on my desk here. I don't want to get it all messy. So this was my craft roulette project. And it was a lot easier than when I was on the show, I'll tell you that. But yeah, it was an easy inspiration, so I was able to put mine together relatively easy. Thanks, Cordelia. Yeah, I know sometimes people might be expecting, you know, something to be made, and that may not, see, that's even upside down. That may not be the situation. All right, so that was inside out, see? All right, we're gonna try that again. Now I got glue all over my fingers. All right, let's try this again. Okay, so there's the front. See? All right, I'm going to try that again. Thanks, Crystal. I'm not sure if we'll actually get to make the card today. I might have to, because I don't, these are the type of projects, remember in the last craft roulette where Desiree said sometimes it takes 4 hours to make a project? Yeah, I've had those before. Those typically are the ones that are hard for me to sell because they've taken so darn long. But they're still fun. Alright, so there is one. Whew, took us forever just to get that one done. Alright, let's see if we can find the other hook. Let's see, so that's dark. My buckles may not match, but I'm okay with that. That one matches, I think. We'll do that one. And then I need this. The dark one though. So I'm talking to myself. I'm looking for the dark strap here. I guess that one's it. See, that one's not as dark though. Like I said, I was just cutting out pieces with my brown, hoping I would have everything I needed. Alright, let's go with this one, I guess. So Crystal, have you gone through all of your new stash that you got from the estate sale? I know you got a lot of stuff, right? It's always fun. Certainly a good way to stock up. Oh, that's a good point, Cordelia. So if the paper doesn't match, very good. Sometimes you got to replace that hardware, right? Okay. Let's see if we can figure this out here. There. Okay, that's one suitcase. It only took us 30 minutes, right? Alright, we'll put that aside to dry. And then this one here, it looks like the hardware is long. So let's see if we can find those. That looks long. That looks long too. And then a thinner long one. Oh boy. Okay, so maybe that one. Let you get a circuit, Joy. Fun. Very fun. Alright, so I am just looking for, there it is. Alright, that looks right. Okay, so let's go ahead and put that together. I could, Jim, that's true. Make them shiny, yes. I wonder how they would look on paper. Probably okay, right? We're not going to get that fancy today, but that is definitely a good idea. That's one of those projects where, you know, you're just in your craft room, you don't necessarily have anything you're going to make, and you start making hardware. You could also cut the buckles out in metallic to get that shininess, right? So yeah, so if you chose to, rather than using the textured paper, you can cut out your hardware with metallics, and that would work too, I think. So now that I have this die set out, you're probably going to see a few projects with these dies. Normally when I have something out, and it's something that takes me a while to create or work with, I usually make several projects. So we'll see. You might be seeing these variations on Instagram. Alright, so that looks pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm not sure why I have two dark suitcases and then a bright one, but it's alright. I'm just kind of figuring out how I'm going to place these here. Alright, and then the hardware. So this one is more square, it looks like. Let's see if we can figure that out. So that looks square to me. Square, square, square. Boy, these pieces are small, you guys. That looks kind of square, I think. Right? Kinda? I think so. Alright. And then a long, skinny one. That looks long and skinny to me. There's one right there. And I need another long, skinny one. That looks long and skinny to me too. Whoops, where'd it go? Where'd you go, you little slippery sucker? Alright. There we go. It'd be nice to have the same color. Oh, there's some skinny ones right there. Alright. That looks good to you, Dawn. Yeah. Alright. Let's see. Boy, these are small pieces. I got my glasses on and I'm still having a hard time. Alright. Let's see if maybe that. Alright. I'm going with it. So let's see if maybe this will stick. Get this to stick. Oh, I guess I could use the other side that's meant for sticking, right? Yeah, that's not going to work for me. Alright. Sometimes with these little pieces, I actually see better without my glasses. Okay. Boy, these are small, you guys. I don't know why I torture myself with these. You know, every year, especially around the holidays, Tim comes out with, you know, his little Sissick characters, and some of these pieces, especially the colorized, oh my god, these pieces are so small, and every year I say I'm not going to buy them because my eyes aren't getting any younger. But man, if I don't buy them. Alright. Well, that's going to be a little wonky. I'm good with that. And then, let's see. I'm a sucker for these colorized dies, that's for sure. It's a good thing I don't need things to be perfect, right? This is enough to make you go crazy. Alright, I always say it's like I'm going to surgery when I have these little pokers out. Okay, so I think we got our suitcases. It only took us 54 minutes, you guys. I don't have a jewel picker, Dawn. This I found a Tuesday morning when Tuesday morning used to sell crafts. I have seen the jewel pickers. I don't use a lot of jewels, and that's why I thought I didn't need one. But maybe I need to rethink that, right? Alright, so now that our suitcases are done, that one's that one, that one's that one, and that one's that one. Let's go ahead and figure out our tag here. So I think, okay, let's put this all aside here. I've got scattered straw, but that's not really what I want. What do I want? I want, well, I know I want brown, right? Yeah, I've seen them. I just have never really invested in one. Maybe I'll have to rethink that. Okay, all right. And then I think I want to do some of my colors here. Okay, y'all have to check out the little tool for that, because I have tweezers and I have this thing that I shared with you, but I'll have to take a look at that. All right, so let's just, I don't know what I'm doing here. Let's just go ahead and grunge this up a bit. And this is just a manila folder that I cut up, you guys. And let's see, I thought I had my antique linen out. Maybe use this. Give it some texture, right? I know this isn't antique linen, but when I saw old paper, I'm like, ooh, old paper. Let's play with that one. All right, and let's see, that looks pretty good, don't you think? I think so. All right. So my favorite color is walnut stain. And it's not the oxide, it's the regular ink. This guy doesn't even leave my desk. It gets so much love. Love that color. In my opinion, it's even better than vintage photo. Love me my walnut stain. Alright, so I think that looks pretty darn good. What do you guys think? I like it. Okay, so I know I'm going to stamp. I hope my tag's big enough. Might go off the side a little bit. That's okay, right? And then maybe something like that. Alright, so now that I kind of have an idea, let's bring out this baby here. All right, and see, now that even though my hands are grungy, I don't feel bad if I touch this because it's already grungy. I won't touch white paper with this though. All right, so baggage check room, luggage check. I gotta definitely use that one. See what I'm saying? So when you pull these out, it's kind of already attached, and once you start pulling these out, the frame is going to get all bent out of shape, and that's why it might be difficult, you know, to do something like that in the future. But I mean, I think it's a cool trick, but I don't necessarily use my stamps like that. All right, so just trying to figure out what I'm going to do here. So we may not be able to use all three. We'll see. We'll figure it out, you guys. Don't you fret. We will figure it out together. If you guys have any suggestions, feel free. Alright, so I think I can get enough pressure to do this, right? I don't need to bring out my Misty. Alright. And then maybe this will go, like I said, I got plastic on this so I can touch it. You know, I'm going to scan this and do something vintagey, and then maybe this will go on the back as my background for a card, and then maybe my tag will go on it. I haven't decided yet, but I'm probably going to definitely move, do something with this. Okay, so Jim had an idea. He said, put the bags on their side. Oh, really? Like this? Maybe. We'll see. Alright, so let's see if I can get a good impression here. So this will go right here. Not bad. Typically I would use my Misty, but I'm okay with it being a little bit light. That's fine. Gosh, I have so many of these pointy fingers now, you guys. Oh boy. Okay, so there is that. Maybe I'll just use two luggages, two suitcases. Let's see. My tag sideways. Yeah, I guess it could, right? I guess it could. Let's see. You know what? It could be anything we want it to be, right? But I don't think I'm going to do that. Alright. So there's my check number, luggage. I might just use I might just use two suitcases, you guys. We'll see, because I want to use my new stamps. And then maybe I'll put a little paper doll sitting. Or I could just maybe use one. I don't have to use all three, right? There's a lot of ways we can go. Let me pull out a paper doll and see what we got going here. He's too big. Alright. But I'm going to sit him there just for inspiration. See, I got to get a smaller sitting one. She looks like she's going on a trip, doesn't she? Alright. Look at that guy. I mean, I guess if it's bigger, it could be off to the side a little bit. Right? So I have a new Halloween kit coming out for next month. My design team is going to be doing holidays in July. You know how everybody does Christmas in July? Well, we're going to be doing holidays in July. And I love me some Halloween, so I have a new kit that's going to come out. And maybe if you remind me at the end, I'll do a sneak peek. I've been working on my oh, that might be kind of fun. I've been working on my projects, because I'm going to have a my release and share it with everybody. But I'll share it, and it's cool. It's called, what is it called? It's called Rust and Roses. It's kind of neat, huh? Rust and Roses. Look at that one. Hey. So yeah, if I remember before we leave, I like that little guy. If I remember before we leave, I'll give you a sneak peek of one of the designs. It's fun. If you guys, not everybody's into creep, and I get that. I'm into creep. But if I remember, I'll share with you. All right, so I think I like that little guy. So let's see if we can figure this out here. All right, so see, and then I can have that kind of a little wonky. You couldn't comment, Gloria. We missed you. We definitely want to hear from you. All right, so maybe something like that. With that little guy. It's kind of cute, huh? And then we'll have maybe this. I like it. All right, but I want to. What else can I put here? Transportation code, baggage check room. I guess I could put that up there, right? I don't necessarily have to use the room. I could just use the baggage check. All right, let's see. Cordelia. Yeah, I like to get my creep on. All right, so I think that's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna commit with the glue, you guys. I know I'm going over an hour here, so I apologize. If anybody has to take off, I get it. But I'm going to at least try to finish this tag. It probably will end up on a card, but I'll do that when I'm done. And then I'll share it with you guys on Instagram. Alright. So there's that one. Got the glue going on. And this one I'm going to have a little wonky because he's going to cover that. I'm going to have it kind of wonky. A little bit. Pop up the bags. Oh boy. Too late. That was a good idea though. Well, I guess it's not too late. Alright. Jim. You gotta be faster. Thanks, Cordelia. Yeah, this, let me just find my pop-ups here. All right. Jim, you always have great suggestions. All right, so that's the nice thing about liquid glue, right? Is it gives you time to change your mind. All right. Thanks, ladies. All right. So yeah, we're in the home stretch here because I already know what I'm gonna do. All right, so let's. Jim threw out a great idea to pop them up, so I had to rethink this. Pop up the boy. Yeah, I think I'll probably pop up, you know, maybe, see, I'm non-committal here. Yeah, maybe I'll do that instead. Jim. I'm easily swayed apparently. All right, yeah, let's pop up the boy. You would think I've never made a card before. All right, so yeah, let's do that. That might be a little easier. Okay, so kind of wonky-ish. Off to the side. All right. I like your ideas, though. I'm just thinking because I have 3 suitcases, it might be easier to pop up the boy. And he's going to be a little wonky. Let's do that. Trying to decide if I can fit all three. Oh, where's my third suitcase? I lost my suitcase. Oh, there it is. Okay. Trying to make sure I have room to stamp still. It's pretty good, yeah? Yeah, I think that's pretty good. All right. So, see what I'm saying? The rubber stretches out and then my stamp doesn't stay anymore. All right, so, okay, handle with care. I think I want to do something with the baggage check though. Claim check, that's pretty good too. I think I might be able to fit that baggage check. But I don't know if I want to put baggage check room. I think I might just want to do the word baggage check. Let's see if we can figure that out. Oh, I guess baggage check room would fit. Okay, so let's get that stamped. Love the stamp set, you guys. If you get no other one, well, I shouldn't say that because everybody's different. I didn't get the flower one. I mean, you guys saw the release. These are my favorite types of stamps because to me, you know, you can do so much with these types of stamps, and they add so much to your project. I love it. I love it. All right, so let's see if that's not gonna work. I need some way to hold this down. Bye, Crystal. Enjoy dinner. Yeah, I gotta get going with dinner in a minute here too. We're almost done. All right, so I think, yeah, that worked. Okay. Whew. Okay, and then this is gonna go. Do I need the third one? Just trying to think here. I guess I could kind of have it like that, right? Maybe straight. Something like that, you think? I'm just trying to figure out my placement here. Okay, should I go with the 2 or the 3 suitcases, you guys? I like the 3, but gosh, it just seems so tight. Oh gosh, don't tell me that. No, it's not upset. Oh my goodness. Dawn. It is. See? Thank goodness we use liquid glue. Alright, yes it was upside down. Oh boy. Okay, so maybe I'll do, that's too funny, you guys. See, it's a good thing that, although I will say this, if I wasn't chit-chatting, I probably would have seen that. But it's a good thing you guys are paying attention. Yes, it was upside down, because see, this is the handle. This is where the handle goes. It's too funny. And then this one, maybe we'll just do that one straight on. All right, yeah, let's go ahead and just go with the 3 suitcases, I guess. Oh, that's funny. All right, so yeah, that liquid glue is definitely forgiving. I think that's why I use it. Okay, so I can either go with the 3rd suitcase or more stamping. Let me see what else I have here. Check number is my luggage. Baggage check room. just trying to see what I have here. I can't decide if I want to do 2 suitcases or 1. What do you guys think? Two or 3, you guys. What do you think? 2 or 3? I could use factory. 2? I'm kind of leaning towards that too, Cordelia. Yeah, I think so too, Robin. Now I'm just trying to figure out what stamp, basic room, what stamp I want to use. Luggage check room, workroom. I think I'm going to do that. All right. Yeah, ordinarily, Jim, I like odds as well, but I'm not sure if the tag will accommodate it. And then, of course, I'm going to throw some numbers in there because that's what I like to do. Let's see. There you go. That gives me my odd number. 2 suitcases and the boy. I'm going to put a number there. That's going to be a little too big. Got a lot of numbers here. Let's see. That might fit. All right. Okay. Oh yeah, that worked. Whew. I was a little nervous there. All right, Jim, now we're going to pop up the boy. Let's pop this little guy up. So yeah, I see me using this stamp set a lot in my future, which is good, right? Because Tim's stamps aren't necessarily cheap. That's for sure. But yeah, I love this one. I don't mind. I mean, I don't have a lot of vices. I don't have hardly any vices, to be honest with you. So if I find something I want, within reason, of course, I typically buy it. I mean, that's why we work, right? I mean, not only for food and clothing and a house over our head, but for our own enjoyment as well. So I say, as long as it doesn't put you in the poorhouse, there's nothing wrong with buying what makes us happy. And these truly do make me happy. I thoroughly enjoy it. So I am going to be so busy this week, for the next week, 3 weeks actually, in my job. Next Saturday is my class for that journal that I shared with you, the accordion journal. So I'm going to be doing that Saturday, which will be fun. Alright, so let's get this little guy right there. There it is. Alright, so I think that does it. So yeah, so I'm going to probably add this to a card. I might add some more things here, I don't know yet. But it certainly got me to break in, oh, excuse me, my stamp set, because I'm very excited about this stamp set. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm going to bring out my remnant rubs here. And yeah, it was a lot of fun to make. I can't wait to actually dive in and be able to use this stamp set a little bit more. I think I'm going to go ahead and add a few more things to it, maybe. And it'll probably end up on a card. So I'll definitely post it on Instagram. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, be sure to check that out. Taylormadecards at Taylormadecards4u. And I will probably be adding this to a card once I scan this. So yeah, I'm thinking it probably will be something like that, or maybe this one, I don't know yet. Sorry, PM. So yeah, we are just finishing up. So I mean, even a steamship with these remnant rubs, you know, would be fun in the background as well. All sorts of fun things. But that's going to do it for me tonight, guys. I appreciate you hanging out with me and letting me share with you my new stamp sets. I love them. I'm so excited to use them. I have some great ideas for those bubbles that I got as well. So hopefully we'll be pulling those out. Oh, I said I would give you a sneaky peeky of my new kit, didn't I? You guys want to see a sneak peek of that? I have some of my makes right here. So my kit is called Rust and Roses, or Roses and Rust, something like that. Something like that. So let me, my hands are all dirty here. Let me see what, so yeah, so this cardstock here, it has lace. This is the background for my Rust and Roses. The gray, not the flower or anything like that, but the gray, and it has some lace on it. That's one of the pieces. And I guess I can share this one with you. So this is the other piece. So I've been having fun playing with my Rust and Roses set. you've got the roses, you've got the rest, so you get the general idea. So it's going to be a fun Halloween kit. I mean, and I kind of made it where it could be either creepy or it could be pretty. I mean, that definitely is not a creepy card, right? But yeah, that one's a little creepy. And I made it to work with a couple of Tim's Halloween stamps. The one that has the flowers and the monster that he got out last year. So yeah, a lot of times when I'm designing my paper, I like to make it to work with some of my stamps that I have in my collection. So I'll be doing the official release probably in a couple weeks, but I just wanted to give you a sneak peek that not only is it, you know, can you make elegant, pretty cards, but certainly you can get your creep on as well. So I'm excited about the kit. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, but still finishing up the final touches. Yeah, you guys will see it early next month. Okay, so that's all I've got today, guys. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your evening. I'm gonna see if I can put something together with this tag into a card, and be watching for it on Instagram. All right, I'll see you guys later.